Thanks for clicking on to Storm Talk. This is Wave 3 meteorologist Brian Good. We're breaking down the forecast here for the week ahead. Several storm chances, and of course, we'll take a look at the official thunder forecast coming up on Saturday. Let's start you off with the radar. We've had some clouds increase around the area today. It started off nice. Boy, it's not anymore now. It's just a cloudy, gloomy night, but that cloud cover is going to act as a blanket and keep temperatures from falling too much for the overnight period. You see rain already breaking out to our south. This rain shield moving our way. Lots of thunderstorms, too, and flood warnings coming back out. We'll watch this flooding potential with this one. It could give us a good 1 inch of rain in spots, especially in thunderstorms, so we'll watch that for Monday. Now, this one, the issue here is the track. The low pressure itself is located across areas of Arkansas into Louisiana. This is going to track due northeast and very close to Louisville, in fact, as we head into Monday. Anywhere along and west of that track is going to see nothing but just a cold rain, a little breezy outside. Anywhere east of that track and along it has the risk for warmer weather and even some severe weather as we head into the afternoon, especially on Monday. Let me explain why. Here are the wind arrows. Remember, the winds around an area of low pressure blow counterclockwise. So we already are sensing the low pressure to our south, and the winds are blowing in toward it at the moment there. Now, as we head into late tonight, early tomorrow, here comes the rain. I think by the time we head into the morning rush, we're going to have some showers around. Nothing too heavy, I think, initially for the morning, but anywhere along and south of 64, the rain chance is going to begin to go up. Now, as we head into mid-morning, this is where we're starting to see that southeast wind move into the area. That's where the low is getting closer to us, and that'll be enough to cause the clouds to break up across central Kentucky and southern Kentucky. That could allow for a little bit of sun in the morning hours. But watch what happens. You take an area of low pressure, some cold air aloft, and you get a little bit of sun, you get thunderstorms that develop pretty rapidly. And these are what we call supercells. They're not exactly the type of supercells you're thinking probably from big-time severe weather outbreaks. These are low-top supercells. They can still produce severe weather, though. Hail would be a threat also because the idea this is a low pressure moving through and the winds around a low pressure rotate around it. That will aid in the rotation of thunderstorms. So there could be some brief, isolated here, tornadoes that could develop as we in the late morning hours here on Monday into early afternoon. These are not the type of tornadoes that stay on the ground for long. They're very brief, but nevertheless, a tornado is a tornado. I think we're going to have a lot of funnels and sightings potentially of funnels tomorrow, but I'm not sure a whole lot of them will actually touch the ground. But that still could prompt a tornado warning. So it could be a little active. In fact, we may have more warnings come out for this compared to what we saw for the risk on Thursday with severe weather. So just given the setup, and usually what happens is in this area when these move through like this, I've seen them produce a lot of warnings, especially with hail and even a few funnel cloud sightings. So we'll watch this. Late morning, early afternoon. And it does include Louisville. Be a potential here for some severe weather as that low pressure moves on by. And as it clears the area, we'll get into just a steady rain for the afternoon into the nighttime hours, and then it's over. Now, at the moment, the Storm Prediction Center has not placed us in a slight risk. But if they do, they likely will place it in the orange area, which is the highest risk potential here for hail and even brief funnels that could develop as we get into Monday. And we'll see if they upgrade us to a slight risk. They'll do that just after midnight tonight. In the yellow zone, your chances are lower. But I still think the yellow zone or the orange zone is certainly the highest threat we have for severe weather if we're going to get any y'all. Okay, we get a brief break. It doesn't last long because here comes yet another one as we into Tuesday. Now, this one's coming from a different direction, from the north and west here, not from the south like the one is on Monday. So this one's not exactly a severe weather type setup, but it is going to be a lot colder even as we head into Tuesday aloft. So I would not be surprised to get a lot of pea-sized hail reports out of this one on Tuesday and a lot of lightning. But as far as severe weather goes, I just don't see that being a big issue there on Tuesday. But the rain obviously has to be watched for additional flooding aggravation. As we head into Wednesday, colder weather moves back in. Got to watch the potential here for some frost or freeze in some cases as we enter the morning hours on Thursday. Right now, I'm not sure if they would go to advisories, but the growing season has started, so there's a chance. We'll keep an eye on that for the middle of the week here. For those of you that have anything planted, I advise you not to plant anything. The rule is usually Derby Day. Do not plant any annuals until after Derby Day because the risk is always there for a frost to take place. Okay, thunder. Now, I talked about Wednesday. We've got that cool air in place. As we head into Thursday and Friday, it's pretty warm on Thursday. Now, Friday, there's a cold front that's going to move in. Showers and thunderstorms, pretty likely here as we head into Friday afternoon. The big question with this front on Friday is where's it going to go and how quickly is it going to fade off the map? The models bring it to the south of us as we head into Saturday morning, and some models try to keep it intact a little bit longer, and some fade it off the map completely. The quicker we can get this off the map, the better we have a chance to break out in nothing but blue sky on Saturday, and we'll see a nice-looking day. And the models do try to fade it away, so at this point, we are going to go with a chance for a brief shower early in the morning, but I think Saturday afternoon, we'll see a strong southwest flow ahead of our next front, and temperatures will likely be into the 70s on Saturday, and that looks to be pretty much the way it's going to appear at this point as far as cloud cover. I think we'll clear it out in time. But the break we have here from Saturday morning into Sunday morning is going to be brief because yet another front moves in on Sunday with showers and storms. So you can see the problem. If this front is faster here on Sunday and gets here Saturday afternoon and Saturday night, we've got to add rain to the forecast for Thunder. If this front is slower, and then the one previous to it on Friday is slower, and then that could also impact Saturday. So there's a lot of questions here on how things are going to play out for the weekend. But at this point, I think we've got a good enough handle on the timing of both of these fronts that Thunder looks to be okay. And then the front clears on Monday. As far as the winds go for Thunder, we're forecasting at this point a south wind. This is due north is the way the map is facing here. You see it on the right-hand side. So right now we're thinking a south wind about 5 to 10, which would, it's a pretty light wind overall. That would put the best viewing for the fireworks to be on the Kentucky side of the Ohio versus Indiana this year, which is a little different than previous years. So we'll just kind of see how that plays out once we get a little closer. So there you go. Got to watch Monday, watch the rain, peace-ice hail on Tuesday. We get a break Wednesday and Thursday, and then we got the two fronts Friday and again the day after Thunder. So we got a lot going on. And I will say real quick before I sign off that even after Thunder, we have 2 or 3 large precipitation events coming our way. And the concern for flooding in the month of April could be our big headline for the area. So we've needed the rain. Now we're maybe getting too much of it, and that trend may continue for the rest of this month. So that does bear watching, certainly, for flooding potential. All right, there you go. That's how it stands now. I'll see you tonight coming up at 11.